Chrisean, sweetheart, I was not clowning your child, my grandchild. It's time to just say what it is so that you can stop being embarrassed and harboring that guilt. I literally spoke what I saw because I was in shock. I was not trying to say anything bad about your son for clout. That's you. You use my son for clout. I'm not using your son for clout.
The internet is losing its mind tonight because Chrisean Rock just went live in the most emotional, raw, and explosive stream of her life. And the reason has fans in absolute disbelief. According to shocking reports and insider whispers, Child Protective Services has taken baby Junior away and placed him in the care of none other than Blueface's mother. Yes, you heard that right. The same family Chrisean has publicly clashed with for months. The same mother-in-law figure she's accused of betrayal, chaos, and manipulation is now allegedly the one holding custody of Junior and Chrisean. She broke her silence in real time, screaming, crying, and exposing details that no one expected her to admit. From the moment she went live, fans flooded the comments, spamming broken heart emojis, demanding answers and begging her to stay strong. But Chrisean didn't hold back. She called out Blueface, dragged his family, and dropped chilling hints that this custody move wasn't just CPS's decision. It was part of a larger scheme to strip her of her child. And the most shocking part? Multiple insiders claim there are leaked documents and secret calls that back up her side of the story. Receipts that could flip this entire custody scandal upside down. The question now isn't just why CPS stepped in. It's what happens next. Chrisean Rock's life has never been quiet. From the moment she stepped into the public eye, her world has been a whirlwind of love, heartbreak, fights, and viral moments. Every chapter of her relationship with Blueface has been messy, explosive, and brutally public. But nothing compares to the chaos surrounding her baby, Junior, the one piece of her life she has always insisted was sacred. From the very beginning of her pregnancy, the drama never let up. Fans remember the Instagram lives where Chrisean cried, insisting she would raise Junior with or without Blueface's support. She endured public humiliation when Blueface denied paternity, only to later admit the truth. She weathered family feuds, violent altercations, and endless social media scrutiny, all while carrying her son. And when Junior was born, Chrisean promised her fans she would protect him from the chaos, no matter what. But chaos always finds her. The tension between Chrisean and Blueface's family has been legendary. From the infamous fight with Blueface's mom and sister to constant jabs traded on social media, there's never been peace between them. Chrisean has accused Blueface's mother of meddling, manipulation, and trying to tear her down at every turn. Fans have seen the bruises, the screaming matches, the live stream breakdowns. Say there's bad blood is an understatement. It's a war, and yet, in a shocking twist no one saw coming, that very family is now allegedly holding custody of Chrisean's baby. Reports began swirling just days ago that Child Protective Services CPS had been keeping a close eye on Chrisean. Insiders whispered about investigations fueled by videos showing her chaotic lifestyle. Critics accused her of partying too hard, moving too erratically, and putting Junior in the middle of dangerous drama. Supporters argued it was nothing but hate campaigns, that Chrisean was being unfairly targeted because of her past. But last night, everything escalated. According to sources, CPS stepped in, and instead of placing Junior with neutral foster care, they allegedly handed him directly to Blueface's mother, the woman Chrisean has called her biggest enemy. The decision sent shockwaves across social media. How could CPS trust someone Chrisean herself has accused of abuse, manipulation, and sabotage? Why would they put her baby in the hands of someone she openly despises? Fans immediately cried foul, accusing Blueface's family of plotting this outcome for months. And then came the explosion. Chrisean went live through tears, anger, and heartbreak. She unleashed on everyone, CPS, Blueface, his family, even herself. Her voice cracked as she demanded answers, shouting that this wasn't justice, it was a setup. She accused Blueface's mom of scheming behind the scenes, of convincing authorities that Junior was unsafe in her care. She said the betrayal cut deeper than anything she'd ever endured, because it wasn't just about her anymore. It was about her son. Fans who tuned in described it as one of the rawest lives they'd ever seen. The comment section was flooded with messages of support, rage, and disbelief. People spammed broken heart emojis, crying faces, and hashtags like #FreeJunior and #JusticeForChris, but the most shocking part of the live wasn't just her emotions, was her hints that she had proof. Chrisean claimed she had recordings, screenshots, and even court papers that would reveal the truth, that this wasn't about child safety, but about control. She promised to show the world everything, to expose the real reason CPS took Junior and why he ended up in Blueface's mother's hands. And if what she's saying is true, then this isn't just another messy chapter in her saga. This could be the biggest betrayal of all, a custody war playing out in front of millions. With Junior caught in the crossfire, the world is watching. The internet is on fire. And the question on everyone's mind is chilling. Did CPS really believe Junior was safer with Blueface's mother? Or was this part of a plot to rip him away from Chrisean forever? The moment Chrisean Rock hit that Go Live button, the world knew something serious was coming. Her face appeared on the screen, no makeup, eyes swollen from crying, hair pulled back like she hadn't even looked in a mirror before going on camera. And the second she spoke, the rawness hit like a gut punch. "They took my baby," she cried. Her voice cracking so hard, fans in the comments instantly started spamming prayer emojis. They took Junior. They gave him to her. The floodgates opened. Within minutes, more than 80,000 people tuned in. By the 10-minute mark, the live had passed 200,000 viewers. Blogs scrambled to capture screen recordings. Fan pages started cutting clips. Twitter hashtags began to trend. #ChrisEan Live, #FreeJunior, #CPS. Scandal. Through sobs, Chrisean laid it all out. She described CPS agents showing up unannounced, questioning her, and then leaving with Junior. She said she begged them for another chance, screamed that she could prove she was a fit mother. But the part that made fans' jaws drop was who she claimed orchestrated the move. Y'all think this was CP's? No, this was Blue's mom. This was her. She'd been plotting this. "She'd been wanting my baby since the day he was born," Chrisean shouted, pointing her finger straight into the camera like she was talking directly to her enemies. The comments section went insane. "We believe you, Chrisean. They setting you up. Stay strong, sis. Fight back." Blue Mama's evil viewers swore they could hear her voice shaking between anger and devastation, like she was holding herself together by a thread. But then came the first twist. A revelation nobody expected. Chrisean claimed she had receipts. "Don't think I don't got proof," she said, leaning closer to the camera, her eyes wild with fury. "I got the papers, got the screenshots. I even got a call recorded. They think I'm stupid, but I'm not. Y'all gonna see how they set me up." Fans erupted. Some begged her to show the evidence immediately. Others warned her to be careful, saying the courts might use her live against her. Chrisean wasn't listening. She was unraveling in real time. At one point, she pulled out her phone and flashed what looked like a stack of documents. Court papers, she claimed, though the camera was too blurry to make out details. She waved them in the air, saying they proved Blueface's mom had been in touch with CPS long before the removal. She'd been calling them, telling lies, saying I'm unstable, saying I can't take care of my baby. And they believed her, Chrisean yelled, slamming the papers on the table. Viewers begged her to slow down, to breathe, to think. But Chrisean was past that point. And just when fans thought she'd said it all, she dropped the most shocking claim of the night. she said to me, and I recorded it. She said, "I'll raise him better than you ever could." That's what Blue's mom told me. I got it on tape. The chat exploded. Drop the tape now. Expose her. Chrisean got the receipts. Let's Goo clips of that moment spread instantly. Blogs rushed to post headlines. Chrisean Rock claims Blueface's mom plotted custody grab. Fan pages speculated about the alleged recording, debating whether she'd release it. Even mainstream gossip outlets like TMZ and Hollywood Unlocked jumped in, reporting on the live in real time. But the chaos didn't stop there. Insiders close to the situation began leaking their own details. According to one, CPS wasn't acting on their own judgment at all. They'd been pressured by repeated complaints filed under Blueface's family's name. Another claimed Blueface himself signed off on the arrangement, handing custody of Junior to his mother while he remains behind. It felt less like a live stream and more like a declaration of war. And then came the cliffhanger. As the live neared its end, Chrisean suddenly went quiet. Her eyes darted off screen. She covered the mic with her hand, whispering something fans couldn't quite make out. Then she looked back at the camera and said, "Y'all ain't ready for what's next. The truth is about to come out, and when it does, they all going down." With that, she ended the stream. The internet erupted into pure chaos. Clips of the live flooded Twitter and TikTok. Hashtags like #FreeJunior and #BlueMomExposed dominated the trends. Fans debated whether she really had recordings, whether she'd release them, and how CPS could justify placing Junior in Blueface's mother's care. But one question cut deeper than the rest. If Chrisean really does have proof, what will it reveal about Blueface's family, and just how far did they go to take her child? When Chrisean ended her live with those haunting words, "Y'all ain't ready for what's next," fans thought she was bluffing. But within hours, the internet was hit with the kind of leak that changes everything. It started with a mysterious Twitter account called @ReceiptsForJunior. At first, nobody knew if it was real or just another troll trying to ride the wave of attention. But then the account posted an audio file, a scratchy, shaky 20-second clip that sent shockwaves across the culture. The voice was faint but recognizable. An older woman, calm but cutting, saying, "I'll raise him better than she ever could. That baby don't belong in that mess." Fans instantly lost it. "That's Blueface's mom's voice," screamed one viral tweet. Others slowed down the audio, comparing it to clips from her past interviews. The resemblance was uncanny. Within minutes, the phrase "better than she ever could" was trending, turned into TikTok audios, memes, and furious fan threads. For Chrisean supporters, it was the smoking gun. Proof that Blueface's mother wasn't just handed Junior. She wanted him. She schemed for him. And she believed Chrisean was unfit from the very start. But the leaks didn't stop there. The same account dropped screenshots of alleged text messages. They showed a contact saved as Carlissa Blue's mom's name texting another number. "Don't worry, CPS is listening to me. I'll get him out of there soon." Another message read, "This is the only way he'll grow up safe. She's too reckless." Whether the texts were real or fabricated, it didn't matter. The internet believed them. Blogs ran headlines within minutes. Leaked messages suggest Blueface's mom influenced CPS to take Junior. Fan pages reposted the screenshots until they were unavoidable. And then came the darkest twist yet. A supposed insider from CPS itself in a leaked DM exchange circulating on Reddit. An anonymous account claimed Blueface's mom has been filing complaints for months. Every time Chrisean went live with the baby in the background, she clipped it and sent it in. She convinced them Junior wasn't safe. That revelation sparked outrage. Fans began posting compilations of old Chrisean lives, moments where she was yelling, crying, or fighting with Blueface. Critics argued those clips painted the picture CPS acted on. Supporters clapped back, saying it was selective editing weaponized against her. Either way, the narrative shifted. This wasn't just a custody decision. This was a campaign. Twitter exploded with debate. CPS don't move like this unless someone powerful pushing them. This is proof she was set up. Blue's family been plotting from the jump. And in the middle of it all, Chrisean herself added fuel. She reposted the leaked audio to her Instagram story with the caption, "Told y'all, I got proof." She said IT herself. The story drew millions of views within an hour. Fans flooded her comments with support. "We got you, Chrisean." Others demanded she drop the full recording. The pressure was overwhelming, but she wasn't done yet, because later that night, she went live again. This time, she was calmer, her voice steadier, but the fire in her eyes was unmistakable. "Y'all heard it? Y'all saw the messages. This ain't about me being a bad mom. This is about them wanting to take my baby. This is about control." She leaned close to the camera, almost whispering, "They tried to break me, but I ain't breaking. I'm fighting back." The comments section exploded. Fans begged her to release every receipt she had. Others warned her that the courts might retaliate, but Chrisean only smirked. They can't stop the truth. And the truth is out. Meanwhile, Blueface's family reacted, and their response made things worse. Blue's sister went live, denying the leaks, calling Chrisean a liar, and insisting CPS acted independently. But in her rant, she slipped. "Of course, my mom made reports. Anybody would if they saw that baby in danger." That single line blew up instantly. Fans clipped it, blasted it across Twitter with captions like, "Confession. She admitted it." What was meant as a denial turned into more fuel for Chrisean's side of the story. Celebrities began chiming in too. Tamar Braxton tweeted, praying for Chrisean. "A mother shouldn't be stripped without fair cause." Summer Walker posted on Instagram, "These systems don't protect women like her. They target them." Even Cardi B liked a shady post that read, "It's always the family plotting behind your back." The scandal was no longer just about custody. It was now a full-blown culture war. Supporters saw Chrisean as a mother wronged, a woman fighting against a system rigged against her. Critics saw her as unstable, proof that CPS made the right call. And in the middle of it all, Junior's fate hung like a sword over both sides. But the cliffhanger came when the @receipts for Junior account teased one final leak. A post with no audio, no screenshots, just text. "The full call is coming. You'll hear everything." Fans gasped. What call? Was there another conversation between Chrisean and Blue's mom? Did CPS insiders get caught on tape? Or was this the bombshell the recording Chrisean herself had hinted at in her first live? The internet froze, holding its breath, waiting for the next shoe to drop. Because if the full call exists, and if it really exposes Blueface's mom bragging about taking custody, then this isn't just drama. It's a scandal that could flip the entire case on its head, and the world knows. One thing for sure, when that recording surfaces, the war between Chrisean and Blueface's family will reach a point of no return. By the time morning hit, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was burning. The leaked audio, the screenshots, whispered claims of CPS manipulation. It all turned Chrisean's custody nightmare into the #1 trending story in the country. On Twitter, hashtags like #JusticeForJunior, #TeamChrisieAN, and #CPSCorruption dominated the trending list. Every scroll revealed another wave of outrage. One viral thread read, "So Blueface's mom admitted she thinks she can raise Junior better than his OWN mother. Y'all don't see how sinister this is?" That tweet racked up for OK likes overnight. Meanwhile, Chrisean's critics doubled down. A fan page titled Rockwatch posted a brutal compilation. Clips of her yelling mid-live, breaking down on camera, or stumbling in public. The caption was savage. "This is why CPS stepped in. Stop pretending she's a victim." That post ignited a war in the comments. Some defended her, others mocked her, but the engagement was massive. And it wasn't just fans weighing in. The hip-hop industry itself split down the middle. Summer Walker went on IG Live saying, "People love to villainize black mothers. Y'all forget what she's been through. She don't need punishment, she needs help. That clip alone got reposted by the Shade Room and pulled in millions of views. But Lil Boosie, never one to hold back, had the opposite take. In a fiery rant, he shouted, "Man, CPS don't just take babies for no reason. They move that. Quick, y'all know something ain't right. It's that baby probably better off with grandma." His words instantly went viral, sparking headlines like "Boosie sides with CPS" in Chrisean custody drama. Then came Tamar Braxton, sliding into the conversation with one of the boldest takes yet. She tweeted, "If this audio is real, that's not CPS protecting, that's sabotage. Every mother deserves a fair chance, even Chrisean." Fans crowned her the voice of reason, with retweets exploding into the hundreds of thousands. But the most shocking industry reaction came from someone no one expected. Whack 100, Blueface's longtime manager. In a leaked Clubhouse clip, he allegedly said, "This ain't Blue's fight, his mom handled it." CPS saw what they saw. That's it. Case closed. The clip spread like wildfire, cementing the idea that Blueface's inner circle had been plotting this move for months. The media machine jumped on it too. DMZ ran with the headline, "Leaked audio suggests Blueface's mom influenced CPS to take Junior." Gossip blogs plastered the alleged texts everywhere, while YouTubers dissected every second of the audio, slowing it down, enhancing it, and comparing waveforms to prove it was Carlos's voice on TikTok. Creators reenacted the leaked conversation with skits, dragging Blueface's mom as the villain grandma character. One video, captioned "POV, Blueface's mom plotting on Junior," hit 8 million views in a single day. Even mainstream outlets picked it up. Entertainment Tonight ran a segment while The Breakfast Club debated it live on air. Charlemagne Tha, God summed it up. "If these leaks are true, it ain't just family drama anymore. It's a setup, and CPS is in the middle." The division became clear. Half the world saw Chrisean as a mother fighting for her child against a rigged system. The other half saw her as proof CPS made the right call, and each side screamed louder than the other, making the scandal impossible to ignore. But the chaos reached a breaking point when Chrisean herself reposted fan compilations of celebrity, adding her own caption, "I got an army behind me. Y'all ain't taking my son without a fight." The message was clear, she wasn't backing down. She was rallying. And now the entire entertainment world was watching to see what her next move would be. The cliffhanger came with a late-night headline from Hollywood. Unlocked. Exclusive source claims Chrisean has another recording that could change everything. Recording another bombshell waiting to drop? Fans instantly flooded Twitter with panic and excitement. What else is there? She said she was holding back receipts. This is IT. Round 2 coming. Just like that. The question shifted again. It wasn't just whether Chrisean could get Junior back. It was what was on that second recording, and could it expose the biggest betrayal yet? Just when the world thought it couldn't get any crazier, the promised second recording began to leak. It didn't drop all at once. No, that would have been too clean. Instead, it came in pieces, like a horror movie trailer designed to torment the audience. The first fragment hit Reddit late at night. A muffled phone call, voices blurred, but one line rang clear. "She'll never see that baby again if I..." Have us say the internet stopped breathing. Was this Carlisa again? Was it someone from CPS? The quality was too poor to confirm, but the tone was ice-cold, calculated, dripping with intent. Fans dissected it instantly, slowing it down, amplifying frequencies. Comparing the cadence with Carlos's past interviews, the verdict on Twitter was unanimous. That's her, 100%. Hours later, the @receipts for Junior account dropped. Another clip. This time, 2 voices were heard. One allegedly belonged to Blueface himself. The male voice muttered, "If she can't get it together, then maybe it's best." The shock was nuclear. Did Blueface really side with his mother over Chrisean? Did he actually condone Junior being taken away? The internet imploded. Fans who once rode for Blueface were now calling him a traitor. You really let your own bloodline get plotted on? One viral tweet screamed. Others swore the voice wasn't his, that it was a fake AI-generated deepfake designed to frame him. But the seed of doubt was planted, and once planted, it spread like wildfire. The third leak was the most devastating. A clear, sharp voice of an older woman saying, "CPS listens when you give them proof. I gave them all they needed. No muffling, no distortion. It's just raw." Chilling words. Blogs went ballistic. New recording: Blueface's mom admits giving CPS evidence against Chrisean. Screenshots of the line plastered Instagram timelines like graffiti on a city wall. TikTok edits looped the sentence over ominous background music, drawing millions of views, and then silence. The account vanished. At Receipts 4, Junior disappeared without warning, leaving only the 3 clips behind. Fans scrambled, conspiracy theories exploding. Was it shut down by lawyers? Did CPS intervene? Or was this always the plan? Drop the bombs, then vanish into the night. Chrisean, meanwhile, wasted no time. She went live again, tears streaming down. Her voice cracking as she said, "Y'all heard it? Y'all see what I'm fighting against? It ain't about me being no bad mom. This is war. They stole my baby, but God sees everything, and I promise you this ain't over." Her words echoed through the internet like a battle cry. Supporters filled her comments with prayer emojis, hearts, and promises to ride for her no matter what. Detractors mocked her breakdown, claiming she was spiraling. But no one, not even her haters, could deny the weight of what had just unfolded. And then came the final blow, a headline from the Shade Room. CPS set to release official statement after leaks go viral. The announcement sent a chill through every fan base. What would CPS say? Would they deny the recordings? Would they admit to being influenced? Or worse, would they double down and paint Chrisean as the problem once again? The suspense was unbearable. For now, Junior remained with Blueface's mom. Chrisean remained defiant. Blueface remained silent, his reputation crumbling with every passing hour, and the fans. They were left on the edge of their seats, begging for answers, demanding justice, and preparing for the next explosion in this never-ending war. Because one thing was certain: this story was far from finished. The second recording wasn't the end. It was just the beginning of a darker, bloodier chapter in the Chrisean versus Blueface saga. And the internet knows the next twist could change everything. And there you have it, a storm that's bigger, messier, and darker than anyone ever imagined. Chrisean Rock isn't just fighting CPs. She's fighting Blueface's entire family, leaked recordings, and a system that may or may not be stacked against her. But the question everyone is asking right now is simple. What's next? Is CPS really going to address the leaks? Will Blueface finally speak and reveal where he stands? And most chilling of all, what's on the rest of that second recording? Because if these fragments are just the beginning, imagine what's still hidden in the full version now. I want to hear from you. Do you believe Chrisean is the victim of a setup targeted by Blueface's mom to lose her child? Or do you think CPS acted fairly and the leaks are just smoke and mirrors? Drop your thoughts below, because this